Hey guys, so I wanted to do the video a little bit quicker than before launching the Kickstarter, but like I don't know why it launched like directly when I asked for a review, and I didn't have time to shoot the video before, so I was like, you know, sometimes take 2 to 3 days to review the Kickstarter, and like this one was like instant in an instant. So anyway, this video is to showcase the 3D print to show you that it's all printed well. This is the tail for like the 9-tailed fox girl. So I really wanted to make one, and here it is. You have the 3D viewer to see how it's assembled. So it basically goes to one pin here, and you put that into a back. If I can find the model into here, that one. So that one has a big hole in the back, and not the back, but I'm not gonna say it. And you put the 3 pieces to it, and it stays. And the head is somewhere inside. If I can find it. Anyway, you see on the render how it looks. I can't really find the head right now, because it's okay. There it is. Still, be careful with this head. There is a lot of small support to keep those hairs. So don't yank what I did before with another head. So if I take the demon head, for example, this one have very small hairs. If I can, focus a bit more. Very small. So I use a hobby knife to cut the support, the mini support on that one, if you don't want to break the hairs. But like it printed well. Again, if you want to break them and have a bit of shorter, it can work too. And of course you have like the small piece of terrain that come with it. And of course you have the main models, so and all the weapons that I've printed are here. So I have all the choices, and also printed a bunch of more just because it's my choices of weapons. So how it works is you see all the girls have like those kind of, you know, portals or more stuff on the body. If it can focus, please. So that portals here, and there is also the portals on the thigh and boots. So it's useful because it's gonna add more accessories on top of them. I don't know why it don't focus at all anymore. Maybe it's because I wear gloves, but I don't want to put human grease on top of the model. See, okay, that's a nice focus. So we have the you have the portal here, and another one on the legs, and this one is useful for the jump back, the jump boost on the legs. I'm gonna show it after. So it's not like a super perfect fit. I mean, those parts are very small. You know, if you take the size of that, there is 2 key that goes on the 2 key on the portals. It's not like that fit in place. It fits pretty snug, so but it's not gonna stay together. Like you need to glue it, of course. It just serves as a guide and to have enough surface. Don't know if it shows correctly. As you can see, it fit perfectly, but like it doesn't stay together. It doesn't fit, snap and fit. No. So you need to fit a little bit for those one, and those portals are parts of a modular system. So if you can add accessories on those portals. Of course, all the poses are not done to have all accessories on all mini portals. I really need to write the law on that, but like on that one, you have like the clothes that cut on top. So of course it would be impossible to add any kind of accessories on that portal. Anyway, accessories, it's for the next release anyway, so it's gonna come later. I mean, all the models are done anyway, but even I didn't print it accessories yet, because well, anyway. So this is the recon list, more or less. You have also, it's the beginning of having like also more human variant, I call them. So I have some fox lady with different tail. It's a different one. Those two tails are two different assets. Because that one is easier to support, and because it was 9 tails, and that one with the spiky bits. Oh, I like both. It's different design. Anyway, so this is of course there's a bunch of heads, the bodies. This one I really like this pose. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the next boxes because otherwise it's gonna be too long, and I guess it's gonna be long anyway because it's, I mean, to showcase the model to if you're doubt or anything or questions. If I take, so this is part of the heavy release. I think it's, yeah, so it's a flying one. So you have a body that have a flying pose. Okay, and you have those reactors that goes on the it goes on the boots. So keep in mind, just when you print them, each reactor is made to fit only one body, so it's a multi-piece body. So keep track on those. I know it's the same asset for the smoke, but I kinda love it how it looks. It's so fun to play with in 3D modeling. Anyway, so it's the same fit. You have the same key as every accessories that goes onto the small portals, and it goes onto the legs. I don't know why the focus is so good. I mean, I guess it's because the boxes was white. Anyway, as you can see, it's gonna be a snug fit. For you can, it's very hard to show. Like, it doesn't go that far in. I mean, it's so small. It's just to help guide, but like it doesn't like go inside the body, I would say. And I'm gonna keep that pose, and I'm gonna take the box with all the weapons. Sorry for my mic. I think I bump it with my boxes. Anyway, so you have another example of how it can look with the smoke. Anyway, here I printed all the weapons. As you can see, I really like this ghost cannon or whatever it's called, but like I see I have the cannon one here if you want, I guess, some old school artillery. And the way it fits, it's you have like the same body. It's in two parts. You have the main body that goes on top of the weapon on the body. So the base, you have a base body that goes onto the base, and it fits like very snug. You can see I don't even need some glue on it. It's gonna fit like that. Of course, add glue if you want to keep them. And of course, you can fit any kind of weapon. I'm gonna fit that one because it's easier for me to grab, and it's like a very snug fit. It's very, I mean, it. You know, when I'm modeling, it's always like, is it gonna fit or not? But like, it's fits so well. Like, I'm gonna remove it. And here we go. There is a weapon, and now it can fit. I can assemble another one if you want, like the big gun, if I can find it, because I'm watching my screen to see how it looks. And sometimes I forgot, so I guess sometimes it's gonna lose focus. But here we go again, like, poop. And you can push it. I mean, you're not like, it fit without glue, okay? So if you don't want to glue it, you can like swap weapons without magnet and stuff. It's snug fit. It goes together. And of course you have a bunch of different options. I don't know where the printed option goes. I guess you have like the minigun here. here with the minigun, not fit all the way. Now it looks, now it looks on if I take a model here. Hopefully I didn't, okay, I think I mix it, so this one should not be here. And don't forget to put a head. So of course the head, or like, you have a bunch of new heads with these release. I think I printed like all the heads here, yeah. So this is my collection of heads, with like, there's a lot of them. There's a couple of new heads from like new releases that are not available yet, but gonna be available anyway. So you have like, I love that one. If I guess it's gonna not focus. So you can still use, you know, head from other release on or other model, and don't forget if you have to print like an enormous army of those, but like who's gonna do that? I mean, how's it gonna work? You can still, don't forget, you can mirror body and head to have like the, you know, slight variation if you reuse the head again and again. So it's still the same type of fit. I really should sand the head a bit, but I guess I'm a bit lazy. But yeah, you can choose the head you want. And I think that's it for the release. I think I have another box, but like that's, yeah, that's the non-flying one. So you have like 4, I call that aerial, so it's like using a jump boot, I would say, and you have like 5 for normals, so you, as you can see in the renders. So if you want to see how it can look painted, like the smoke, I have an example here how I painted. It's not the best paint job, but I kind of fail at it, and it doesn't look as, it doesn't look the same in the on the webcam. So this model is free, by the way, if you want it. I did a poor support job because I wanted to print it quick. It's a puck from Table Flip Foundry, so that's for the guy who do my supports for my models. So you have really good supports, but Table Flip Foundry, I didn't ask for them to support that guy. It was like a fun project because I know Ty loves cyberpunk stuff, so I wanted to do a cyberpunk. So my sci-fi takes of the classic adventure. So this one is free. I didn't do a custom base yet. Maybe I would do it if I have more times, but that's why it's use some paste to glue it to the base right now. So here I can look with the reactor, and of course, because it's separated, you can print it in transparent resin if you want, of course. So this one is free on my manufactory in my shop, so grab it if you want. And if like people do a good job supporting it, I can upload the support files if you want. But anyway, if you want to see the weapon supported, not the weapon supported, but like the weapon painted, how it can look. This is the ray gun on top of my mimic. I'm gonna try to showcase the weapons. So see how it can look painted. And the model of my mimic is not available yet on my shop, but it's a free model if you subscribe to my tribes. It came in the pack of free models. Also, it was free in the Table Flip event. So if you was part of the Table Flip Foundry event for the 5K Discord members, he got it for free. And of course, you can still. I had it this time on the Kickstarter. The fact that you can buy the older models at the slightly cheaper cost than on the shop. So you can buy the Explorer release. So that's the first model I did. This one is part of the Explorer Rescue Squad. As you can see, I didn't have the base yet done. And it's a flying captain, so I just want to showcase it because I like it so much. But yeah, so you can either buy the full release here on my manufacturer if you want, or only one model if you want. Just a little advert for myself, I guess. It's not the best paint job too, but I guess it works fine. It just also to showcase how it prints and anyway. Hopefully that clear any doubt on the printing quality of my models and how we can do any kind of assembly and how it works with the heads and all the releases. Those are the latest I printed. I didn't print the shield release or the second wave of rifles girl and the polyarm with the big sights and stuff. So if you want to see like the newer model that came on the tribes, again, if you want to support me on tribes, all my models come late in the month, so it's like if you really want to have them cheaper and also like want to support me, or want to support me and just cut like those models a bit cheaper because it's gonna be cheaper, but like we're gonna wait a bit more to have them. Well, we're gonna wait even more for the Kickstarter anyway, but yeah, you do your choice, I guess. If you don't like subscription system, so it makes sense. Anyway, so there's a lot of girls coming still for that release, so it's gonna be shield, polyarm, new rifles, some with half capes with feather on top, and of course some winged ones. So if you want to check the new models, you can go on my Instagram and you're gonna have like your video 360. Even off my on the short on my YouTube channel, you have like all the models that are done in colors, and as you can see, the latest one was like the flying unit, and I'm still doing some flying one with sword and polyarms. So hopefully you like this release, and see you next time if you're still there in the video.